What's up guys, welcome to my channel. I've been wanting to share with you something really interesting that I've been working on. I've gotten all these questions with how did you lose 25 kgs in 1 year? How did you overcome depression? What was the mindset behind it? And how did I let go of those self-limiting beliefs that were holding me down my whole entire life? So I've broken it down for you in this video, sharing my method from A to Z, step by step, in detail. So if that's something you're interested in watching, then make sure you stay tuned and I hope you enjoy the rest of this video. What's up guys? So I've been working on this for a really long time and I'm really excited to share this with you. I'm gonna show you exactly how I went from this to this, lost 25 kgs, my whole process from A to Z. I'm not going to gatekeep anything here, so make sure you stay tuned. This is going to be a bit of a long minutes, but it's going to be packed with a ton of value. So I'm going to share with you my exact process. And let me tell you a little bit about before I implemented my Future Her method. So this was me. I was drinking every single weekend. I was really unhappy in my body. I was really overweight. I was in a really bad place mentally. I was going through a divorce. I was having a hard time at work. I didn't like what I saw in the mirror. I was envious of other women for eating the same amounts as food as me and never gaining weight. I blamed my genetics. I felt like I was in a dark hole that I couldn't really dig myself out of, and I found comfort in food because food always made me feel better when I had a stressful day at work. I felt like I had no self-worth or discipline and had no way out. And it wasn't until I implemented my Future Her methods that I became the person that I am today. So I've built this hourglass body that I'm proud of. I have become confident in other areas of my life. I've aged backwards. Like this photo is from a couple of years ago and I look even younger now just because of my method that I implemented that I'm going to take you through. And the best part is that I no longer rely on food or antidepressants, and I've built an unbreakable mindset that can't be moved from external circumstances that I've built internally to equip myself with all the tools I need to maintain my weight loss and also get through life effortlessly. And this body, after I achieved it, was effortless to maintain. I thought it was going to be so hard to get this body and I thought I would need surgery. I thought it was going to be super hard to maintain it, but now I maintain it effortlessly. So who is my Future Her method for? If you're looking to lose weight through a routine that builds confidence so that you can love what you see in the mirror and know that you're the one that made the transformation, this is for you. If you want to wear crop tops, have a toned stomach, look good in anything you try on shopping, look younger than your age, this is for you. If you want to destroy your reliance on antidepressants, alcohol, whatever substances that you use, and create a strong mindset that holds all the solutions from within you, this is for you. If you're looking for a sustainable solution to break free from turning to ice cream whenever you've had a bad day, this is for you. And if you're tired of making excuses and want to transform yourself in every area, every aspect of your life, in your career, your relationship, and your body to attract more success and opportunities, then this is for you. However, if you're expecting an overnight transformation, this is not for you. If you're expecting a quick fix or fad diet, this is not for you. If you're not willing to sacrifice your late night Uber Eats, delivery orders, whenever there's a stressful day, this is definitely not for you. If you're satisfied, never feeling confident in a bikini on holiday and wearing those cover-ups in every single photo, this is not for you. If you're not willing to put in the work and dedicate time to workouts 3 or 4 times a week, this is not for you. And if you don't believe that you're meant for more or have the desire to become the Future Her, this is not for you. Now here's the truth, ladies, and I'm not going to sugarcoat it for you. I'm not here to BS you, but we live in a social media world where we are surrounded by perfect bodies, by plastic surgery bodies, by unrealistic ideals of beauty in this world, and where doctors tell us to take antidepressants to overcome depression or go to therapy when that doesn't even work. And in order to build this unbreakable mindset, it's not through medicine, it's not through therapy, and it's definitely not through listening to your family or friends. It took me years to build my physique and mindset, and I went through a lot of trial and error, which I'm going to get into, and mistakes. And that's all because I had no direction. I didn't really know what I was doing. I was a beginner. I discovered my method all by myself. The other thing is you don't need to resort to plastic surgery to to get this body. As you can see, I have a pretty good body shape here. I have nice waist and hip ratio, and I didn't achieve any of this with plastic surgery. You don't need to stay feeling stuck in your body and mind and use alcohol or medicine to feel better, or any other substances. My future her method might not contain any shortcuts, but it will empower you to find your actual future true self, which is within you. We all have the power to change, and we all have the power to become that future her. And I'm not going to let that happen to you. I'm not going to let you resort to plastic surgery, or to continue taking those pills, or to continue drinking every single weekend so that you can feel confident. I'm not going to let that happen to you, because you already carry all the solutions from within you. You just have to know how to apply, and there's no special reason why you can't become the future her too. If you want to become the future her, then I'm going to show you exactly how to fall in love with what you see in the mirror, wear that crop top or that cute gym set that you've always wanted to buy in just 180 days and sustain it long term as a lifestyle change. How to break free from self-limiting beliefs telling you that you can't do it, that you're not worthy, to build a stronger, confident future you. And how to destroy that constant food noise and manage cravings to take control back of your life. How to build a confident you where people respect you at work, where your relationship improves, where you're a magnet for success and love. So in case you haven't followed me for a long time on social media, and in case you don't know me, here's a backstory of how I got here. So I actually hit rock bottom when I gained 20 kgs after dealing with depression and divorce. This is me at my heaviest ever weight. I'm around like 80 kgs here. But I wasn't exactly slim before that. I've always kind of been on the curvier side. I've never been a skinny girl. So I had lost the weight after this, but I was still drinking every single weekend. I had all these horrible habits that I didn't really know how to overcome. I was still battling depression up and down, and I hadn't even become myself, my true self yet. So lockdown during COVID is when I was forced to drop my bad habits, and I got into the best shape of my life, from home workouts, from going out for walks and making use of what I had. And it really forced me to let go of that party lifestyle I had and start to work internally to find my true self. Shortly after that, I went through an eczema flare-up. I went vegan. I lost all my muscle. I kept having different protein products that were flaring up my eczema even more. This is like one of the worst eczema outbreaks I've ever had. And this is what drove me to develop my own diet to optimize my skin health, to keep me looking 25 at 34 years old, and to make sure that I gained all the muscle back and built this figure that I'm proud of today. You see, anyone can use my future her method to build an hourglass figure, lose fat, build muscle, overcome mental and physical pain. As I mentioned, my method is a system that I've developed through trial and error, from mistakes that I've made, and everything that I've learned through application, through testing different methods on myself. And I'm going to break it all down for you today for free. I'm going to outline the entire process of A to Z of exactly what I did to accomplish my results, so you too can now use the future her method and become that woman you always wanted to be. Feminine, powerful, strong, and sexy. Letting go of all those times that you told yourself that you were ugly and unworthy. So my future her method goes in 4 stages, and these stages will make sure that you're living life, not just existing in life and becoming the future her. So stage 1, we're going to talk about, this is the most important stage actually, we're going to talk about how you can see it in the mind before the body. I'm going to talk you through my morning routine, exactly what I do. And then in stage 2, we're going to go through the education and tools. So we're going to understand my gym workouts, my nutrition, exactly what foods I eat to help me looking younger. And then the progress stage is when I actually started seeing progress. I destroyed all my old habits and my mindset started shifting in every area of my life. Stage 4 is when I became me, the future her. I achieved my toned body. I have found new confidence in every aspect of my life. And then I worked on maintaining what I have effortlessly. So now I'm going to show you exactly how I implemented these stages for my method. So you don't need to make the same mistakes, and you can finally let go of those self-limiting beliefs and become the woman that you have inside yourself. She already lives there. You just need to
release her and become yourself and be the woman that you were born to be. So this is the most important stage, the internal work that I had to do to achieve where I am today. And I still implement this till today. So my morning meditation routine, this is non-negotiable. I wake up every morning, I do my 15 minutes of meditation, and then I go for a walk later. There's no phone scrolling in the morning, no fake dopamine. I want to make sure that I set myself up for the most successful day ever. Meditation helped to calm my anxious mind and get me to the person that I am today. It also helped me to finally let go of those antidepressants because I had all the answers from within me. I just didn't know how to implement it at the time. The second part was goal setting and affirmations. I got super clear on my goals. Why did I want to lose those 20 kgs? At first, it was because I had gained those 20 kgs and I didn't want them on my body anymore. But then after that, it became more than that. It became about being the strongest version of myself that I could be, to be the woman that I always wanted to be. The shy girl. I wanted to be confident, that I no longer had to be shy and I could speak to people without needing alcohol to do it. I wanted to become myself because I was always scared of becoming myself when I knew that woman lived inside me. So I got super clear on my goals. I affirmed to myself every single day that I was worthy to receive them. And even though at the time I didn't really believe it, the more time went on and the more I talked to myself in a better way, the more I started to believe it until it happened. A vision board, this was a really good tool that I used in the beginning. I didn't have Canva at the time. Canva's pretty new. I get my clients to do a Canva vision board now. But at the time, I used my phone to remind myself of my goals. I had a screensaver picture of some woman's body, and I just used that as inspiration, a similar type body for mine, to see myself having that body. And I visualized that every day, and it was really useful to have it on my phone screen to keep me motivated. And then daily systems. So I implemented daily systems and daily routines, like going to the gym, like walking 5 to 6K steps in the morning before my day starts as a non-negotiable for me, and the meditation. And then also when I wasn't motivated, I relied on discipline to get me through the day, because you're not going to always feel motivated. In the beginning, you'll feel motivated, and then when you start to see results, you'll also feel more motivation. But as time goes on, you'll probably have less motivation, and you'll have to rely on discipline and delayed gratification to get you there. Because delayed gratification is when you don't have an instant reward, but you have to go on for longer, for months, until you see the reward. And when you do see the reward, the changes in your body and mind, it's so much more worth it. Macros and nutrition, so figuring out the best diet to optimize my skin health and to help me look younger than my age, was concentrating on mainly whole foods. So I eat a lot of fruits, I eat a lot of steak and eggs and whole products. I don't eat a lot of processed stuff. I don't eat a lot of processed protein powders or anything like that. And that really optimized my skin health. In the beginning, I made a lot of mistakes by going vegan because I thought it was going to detox my skin, and doing low carb diet. And that really just brought my energy down and didn't do anything for my mind or body composition. Calorie deficit is what I had to figure out at first to lose all that weight. And I had to figure out my maintenance calories. So you can go on the TDEE website, Total Daily Expenditure, figure out your maintenance, minus 500 from that, and you'll get a deficit. For example, if my maintenance calories are 2,000, my deficit is going to be between 1,480 to 1,500. That means eating less than my body needs in order to shed that unwanted fat. I also allowed 10% of my foods to be strictly not clean. I have things like dark chocolate. I make healthier alternatives of recipes and foods that I love, like brownies, like cinnamon buns. I make my own healthy, high protein version. These are some pancakes that I really, really love. And they only have 3 ingredients and they taste amazing. They make me feel amazing, and they ensure that I'm reaching my goals, but also satisfying my cravings and not giving in to the food noise. I was finally free from the food noise in my head because I was able to substitute foods into healthier alternatives. Carb cycling on non-training days. So I would eat lower carbs on days where I wasn't going to the gym, and days where I was just walking or doing a bit of cardio, I reduced my carbs by 50%. So for example, if I had 160 grams of carbs on training days, On the non-training days, I would have 80 to 60 grams of carbs to shed more fat. This was a really good way to body recomp because I had those extra carbs on training days to fuel my workouts, and then less carbs when I didn't need it as much in order to continue shedding more fat. Banking calories for the weekends. So when I had a special occasion or a birthday and I knew I was going to eat a really big meal out, I would instead eat a smaller breakfast, a smaller lunch, so I could actually enjoy my dinner out and enjoy having more balance in my lifestyle. This is something that really repaired my relationship with food, because it repaired my all or nothing mindset from, no, I just have to eat this every single day and I can't do anything else. It went from that to, hey, I can sometimes enjoy life a little bit when I've earned it, not every single day and not every single week, but when I've actually earned it. So I actually set goals for myself. When I reached a certain weight loss goal, that's when I would allow myself a meal out. And this helped me really stay accountable and earning my meals out. And it was a really good tool for me to get to my goals much faster than kind of eating out every single weekend and still thinking that I can out-train a bad diet. Meal timings for carbs, pre and post workout. Before workouts, I always have banana or dates, and then post workout, to replenish my muscles, I would always have some sweet potato or a bit of rice or something else with balanced protein to make sure that I was replenishing the muscles post workout as well. Carbs are not the enemy here. They're really important for muscle growth. They're really important for energy. They're really important for our brain to get through the day and function. The biggest thing that changed my body composition was actually learning how to train properly in the gym. There are so many people doing 12 to 15 reps with 5 kg dumbbells, and they're just training that muscle, but they're not really growing that muscle. In order to grow your muscle and achieve that toned look after losing some fat is to improve your body composition by actually challenging your muscles. So here is an example of how to actually train progressively. So for example, I would do some leg press on my leg day, and my reps should look something like this. So the warm-up set, I'll do 1 to 2 warm-up sets with 6 reps, let's say 25 kg, which is going to be 50% of my working set. And then set 2 is my 50 kg, my working set. I'll probably get 10 reps. Set 3, that should be generating more fatigue, so I should be really struggling and challenging to get that 10 reps. Maybe I'll get 8 to 9 reps on the same weight. And then set 4, I should be generating even more fatigue here and getting 8 reps of 50 kg. If all your sets are looking the same, if you're having like 25 kgs and doing set 1, 12 to 15, 12 to 15, 12 to 15 on the second set and 12 to 15 on the third set, then you're not challenging your muscles hard enough. You're probably not growing any muscle here. You're just burning some calories, but you're not really going to be growing any muscle. So, and let's say next week, my session might look a little bit different. So if I want to progressively overload, I want to be increasing the weight or increasing the reps, so my muscle is actually getting stronger. So let's say my next session would be 50 kgs and I was able to actually increase from 8 reps to 12 reps. That is progressive overload. Or I increase the weight and get 60 kg times 10 reps. This is also progressively overloading. So as I said, the last two reps, of all working sets should be taken to failure. If you have more reps in the tank, push for them. Really push and challenge yourself in order to grow that muscle, in order to grow your glutes and shrink your waist. That's what you need to do. So also implementing slow tempo and drop sets in some workouts like Bulgarian split squats. And on upper body days, I would focus on more volume rather than hitting PBs in the gym. So on upper body days, I don't want to lift super, super heavy. I'll lift a bit lighter, but still challenging enough for me to target those muscles on my back, on my arms. This is the middle phase when you actually start seeing results and progress. You actually see the work that you put in. And this is when I destroyed all my bad habits. I no longer needed to rely on antidepressants or alcohol. I no longer looked for comfort in food. I repaired my relationship with food by making my healthier recipes, by learning how to cook for myself and enjoying the food I eat. I didn't see it as a diet anymore. It was a whole lifestyle. I let go of all the things that no longer serve me. I didn't need to drink any weekend and be this other person. I was happy being myself. And I finally became an inspiration for others. Other people started asking me, "What are you doing? You look amazing." And I was so happy and proud to be that inspiration. So I started to look and feel different. I hit my PBs in the gym, got stronger, got more confident, used my daily systems and routines to get me to where I am today. And then my whole lifestyle changed. The gym and nutrition set a tone for my lifestyle. Once I had discipline in the gym and with my nutrition, once I could control my food noise, I could control my mind, I could control my lifestyle, I could attract new opportunities around me because I had finally found discipline and the method to move forward in life effortlessly. I no longer felt depressed and I was no longer living in a life of negativity and feeling lost, feeling like a black cloud was over me all the time. I finally walked around with confidence and my mindset shifted in every area of my life. So this is me today. This is me with my newfound confidence. I no longer go through life just existing. I'm living life to the fullest. I've overcome my depression. I don't rely on pills. I don't rely on external substances. All because I found the power within myself to achieve this person. I finally let go of self-limiting beliefs that I had about myself. I always thought I was going to be stuck in this body, that my genetics were against me, that I would be a paralegal forever, that I wasn't born to be a leader. And then I took the bar exam and I passed it for the very first time, all because the discipline, the foundation that I built through my method, that streamed through fitness, streamed on to other areas of my life, and built this unbreakable mindset where I could achieve anything, where anything in life was possible. I was no longer ashamed to cover up on the beach. I take photos on the beach all the time now and wear whatever I want without any shame because I'm this strong, confident woman that I always wanted to be. And then ever since then, when I reached my weight loss goal, I've been working on maintenance and life just gets even better after that. After I achieved my weight loss goal, I went on a reverse diet where I slowly increased my calories and I was able to eat more than I ever had in my life because I've built some muscle, I've built the foundation. And when you have more muscle in your body, your metabolism is higher, you can eat more and life gets better. You don't need to be counting calories forever. Once you have reached your weight loss goal, you can work on new goals. So what I did is I put myself through different goals. I went through a bulking phase where I actually wanted to build more muscle and increase my calories slowly. And then after that, I went back to a cutting phase where I had decreased my calories once again. And this method is how I was able to achieve my dream body and my dream physique and my dream mindset where no one was able to ever break me again. This is how I achieved it. And this is how I became the future her that I always wanted to be. Not shy, a leader, an inspiration to others, confident in every area of her life, respected by others, and you can be that woman too. You have the power, you hold all the solutions from within you. There is no external circumstances that are going to change. There's no one that's going to change you. You hold all the power from within yourself. Not only did I transform myself, but here are some of my clients that have also transformed with me using the Future Her method, letting go of self-limiting beliefs and enhance their appearance and aged backwards and now know how to sustain it. So this is Natalia. She had struggled with binge eating all her life and was really, really unconfident. And now she's on holiday. She's enjoying her best life. She's shrunk her waist. She's shrunk her glutes. She no longer relies on food for comfort. This is Karen. She's been overweight her whole entire life. She never was able to stick to a diet ever, and now she's lost over 25 kgs and looks amazing and feels so strong in the gym. She can go on hikes. She no longer gets out of breath. This is Charu. She's always struggled with belly fat and anxiety, and now she can go through life effortlessly. This is Farah. She is a mum of 4. She went from ordinary mum to muscle mummy. And she also struggled with binge eating. She no longer has that food noise. She really enjoys her food right now. And she's a master of tracking her macros and gym workouts. And there's so many more. Jumana, Alana, they're all amazing. Now that you understand exactly how my process works, I have an offer for you. If you're an overweight woman struggling with depression, self-esteem, mental blocks, using substances to numb yourself, drinking every single weekend, holding on to self-limiting beliefs, telling you that you could never look like that or blame your genetics, and you're sick and tired of wanting to feel confident and sexy. But look in the mirror and see someone you hate and wonder what happened to your body. And you're ready to make a change right now and have the strength within yourself to become confident, sexy, and strong. And you're ready to be healthy and look and feel younger and transform your entire life in every single way through your own actions. You're ready to create a new reality where you attract love and success. You're ready to lose weight and channel that power from within you to boost your confidence, become the future her, and sustain it. And know that you're the one that made that transformation. Then book a call to work one-on-one with me in the link in the description. If you're this person, if you want to become the future her, then I'm happy to work with you.